What is up, you far out interdimensional beings? Thank you for being here. I'm sorry I was gone so long. I'm just doing a whole bunch of other stuff. If you haven't, go to faroutdimensions.com. Check out my website. I got a whole bunch of canvas art up there now. And yeah, so we're going to get rolling with this because today I am here to say the good news about one particular cryptocurrency that is just really riding out this bear market. And first of all, this is Palo Santo for those of you that don't know. Kind of chills out the environment for you. It sends good vibes. Get yourself a stick. They're at every local head shop. But anyways, Propy, I have done a video on this in the past, and I have just been so excited to do another one because I really think that this is it. This is the gold mine. I said this about a few things. I said this about Come Rocket Crypto. I don't know if any of you remember that one. And it is not doing well. I was definitely wrong about that as of right now. I still believe in it. I'm not the type of person to put all of my eggs in one basket, but if I were to have all of my eggs placed in one basket, this would be it. So here's their website, a little bit updated since last time, and they started focusing on the powered by Web3 technology. These are all their selling points to the end consumer. Is basically just that, they give you a transaction platform where you can do pretty much everything with that involves real estate. This is going to cut down on a third of the transaction time that it takes to close on a property. So here are a few of their featured listings. They actually have listings up now, and as you can see, it looks just like a normal property listed on Zillow, and it's just a classic real estate listing, So why I'm saying it like that is because people often associate cryptocurrency with being, something that's lesser in a way. The websites are just fancy smancy things to persuade you to throw your money into a meme coin, or the website is or the coin has a good technology behind it, but the website and everything else is just clunky and just gross, So Propy is not that. I mean, this is the new Zillow. Let me prove that to you. So this is an article from Cision PR Newswire. Now, I do have to say, it is highly likely that somebody can pay someone to write this article, but it's important because let's just say we are hearing it directly from the horse's mouth, directly from the Propy team. They would be telling us that all of their, they would give us a sales pitch of all of the pros and cons and the advantages of Propy. So we have already covered this right here. If you do want to visit their website, it's just www.propy.com. www. So one of the key identifiers of a good business is how well they solve a pain point and how big that pain point is. So right here at the top, it says the real estate industry has been talking about the idea of simpler transactions that are more automated, more transparent, and with fewer dependencies and people involved. And they go on to say that so far, only pieces of the transaction have been fully digitized, leveraging algorithms and automation. So Propy just added title and escrow services, and they are now saying that they're one step closer to the click-to-close reality for buyers and sellers. Now, a year ago or a year and a half ago, when I was originally going over this, none of this was put together like it is now. There's obviously more articles on it now as well. The company plans to make title and escrow services available in all 50 states within 24 months. So within the next 2 years, by 2024, Propy will have title and escrow services available in all 50 states. So a company that seems private, seems small, uh, within 2 years is going to be in all 50 states. They already look like the next Zillow. So, and they solve a huge pain point for an entire industry, one of the biggest industries we can think of. So, if that doesn't already convince you that this is a nice financial investment, even though I'm not a financial advisor, and someone who's not a financial advisor can look at something like this and think this might go somewhere. The thing I highlighted in red, let me move out of your way, is the Propy platform has facilitated $4 billion worth of real estate transactions in the United States. Just the United States. Okay. Put a pin in that. Just the United States, $4 billion worth of real estate transactions. Now, that is a huge number for a small company that you've never heard of, that your grandma's never heard of, that your mom and pa haven't heard of. That's a huge number. So one of the greatest challenges in the title and escrow industry is wire fraud. With blockchain technology and security, wire fraud is virtually impossible. So yet another pain point solved. Here's another thing, opening the door to crypto and NFTs. In February and March, Propy sold the first ever real property NFTs in the United States. So this is pretty crazy. Obviously, you've seen a few digital land transactions going on when the NFTs were booming. This is different. This is what I was saying was going to happen before the huge boom in NFTs. It was right when NFTs were taking off. We were like the whole community was talking about what NFTs could be. What's the vision of the future for NFTs? And that is not necessarily art. There's a lot of criticism around that, and while I'm an artist myself and have art NFTs, it's not the full potential of NFTs. And really what they're going to be is used for legal transactions. And how many legal documents and legal transactions do you see in America? I mean, it's just going to be so many NFTs are just going to be used for everything. So the companies that are coming out with these, let's call them new forms of NFTs, should not be taken lightly. I mean, these are going to be the next big booms. And I don't know when this is going to boom, but the fact that Propy said that they were going to do this in the next 24 months to get to all 50 states, that means 2024. In 2025, Bitcoin is going to boom again because the next halving of the Bitcoin mining rewards is going to happen in 2025. So Propy is probably going to have a big boom in 2024 and or 2025 if this whole bear market just goes up until then. Moving on to the next article, I really just have one quick thing to kind of go over in this one. I like this when they said this is not some out there wacky crypto play, meaning it can be used by mainstream users from day one, as it's able to process wire transfers via integration with a money transmitter connected to 70 banks. So this is already something that is a wildly powerful tool that it seems like, it's presented as perfect, which obviously it's not. But by 2024, 2025, it might be perfect. So it might be the next Zillow. And I really think that's where it's headed. So the next focal point is Propy has some fellow travelers in the blockchain prop tech space. ShelterZoom is a blockchain platform used for virtual remote collaboration with offices and clients, while Streetwire is a blockchain-based data service for the real estate industry. So they don't give you too much info there, and I'm not going to either. Later on, I might be able to do another video on these things, but that is a whole topic for another video. But Propy does have some indirect and direct competitors, even though they are a very unique company. So the next thing I want to say is, remember how we were talking about Propy being in all 50 states in the United States in 24 months, and how they did $4 billion in sales or property transactions in The US, just the US. Well, here's the World Economic Forum. And for those of you that don't know what the World Economic Forum is, these are the masterminds of the Great Reset. If you don't know what the Great Reset is, get off this video. No, I'm kidding. Please don't do that. Actually, like and subscribe if you can. That would be greatly appreciated. Helps my channel a lot. And I don't post much, so I won't annoy you every day like all these other YouTubers. Go look up the Great Reset and understand what they're trying to do by 2030. I'll summarize one aspect of it is they're trying to digitalize everything. And one of the things that they're trying to digitalize is real estate. So, on the World Economic Forum, here's what they say about Propy. Propy is a global real estate marketplace with a decentralized title registry aiming to solve the international real estate transaction problems by creating a novel unified property store and asset transfer platform for the global real estate industry. Propy allows buyers, sellers, brokers, and escrow agents, title agents, and notaries to come together by using a suite of smart contracts on blockchain to facilitate transactions. The key takeaway here is that the World Economic Forum is marketing Propy as a global real estate marketplace. The articles we just went through don't say anything about that. This tells us the intentions of the World Economic Forum, evil or not, Great Reset or not. This tells us what the world's richest people are thinking about right now. How to take Propy global. All the pain points that they've solved, and they have this. A fund, we'll call that, behind them that wants them to be global. This is Crunchbase, just taking a look at the stats around Propy. It says employee profiles, but that's not necessarily true. There are about 50 to 100 employees in Propy, and we'll get to that. I don't know when this is updated. I couldn't find when this was actually updated, but here's all the details on this. Crunchbase tells you all that you need to know in terms of the financials of Propy. They've had 16.7 million in funding in 4 different rounds, and the last round was October of 2020, and each round, so they had their initial coin offering September 15th, 2017, and then 2019, so they had a funding round in April of 2019, a venture round in June of 2019, and then another venture round in October of 2020. So just going off the financials, Propy is in the beginning stages. If this is wrong, I mean, it's been 2 years now, so there's probably a little bit more money going into this than 16.7 mil, but this is on the ground floor, folks. Ground floor. Hopping over to their LinkedIn, I just want to focus on a few things here. They have 6,529 followers on LinkedIn. Okay, now that is a impressive amount. But we're going to go over to their Facebook. We've got 9,383 on their Facebook and all these groups. And then we've got 29,700 followers on Twitter. So they have quite a big following, and they're truly only going to get bigger. I'm not putting all of these things together in a surefire way of saying that Propy is going to be worth $1 million a token. But here's the thing. Total supply of 100 million. The total Propy for sale is 35 million. And right now it's trading at about 80 to 90 cents. In this past week, it's been about 80 to 90 cents. So anytime now and for the foreseeable future, you'll be buying Propy for under $1. And I think that's super important because I think this one has a real potential to pop off. Because the amount of money that is going to go into Propy is going to be astronomical. With the World Economic Forum backing them and them solving such important pain points with the real estate industry, it's a sure thing, I think. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I think it is a sure thing. It's almost as sure as Bitcoin in my opinion. It's not Bitcoin. It doesn't serve the same functionality as Bitcoin. Bitcoin paved the way for Propy, but it's just like saying I believe in the next Zillow, you know. And this is what they're doing. So here, you can just come in this Medium article. They have a whole bunch of stuff that they go to about Propy. And the last and final thing I'd like to bring up, little bonus for you. It's outside the scope of Propy, but shaping the future of financial and monetary systems by the World Economic Forum. And you could just go here, and I'm not going to tell you what to see, but I'll show you where to look. And here you go. They've got so many links for you to just go in and just wander around, see what you find. If you find anything crazy about this bonus topic, please put it in the comments below. And if you disagree with my statements about Propy, please let me know in the comments below. Yeah, let's have a conversation, because this is definitely one of my favorite cryptos. I definitely think that this is a golden gem. I made a lot of videos about a lot of cryptos. I still believe that crypto is, in the beginning phases, and I think that a lot of those cryptos will recover, and I think that there will be a lot of good stuff to come for a lot of cryptocurrencies. But if I had to pick one out that wasn't Bitcoin, it wasn't a major market cap company or coin, I would pick Propy for sure. I just think they solve such a big pain point with all of this other cool stuff like Web3 and just buyer to seller closing of real estate transactions. I mean, a lot of people hate that process, and that process just became simple, and it's an easy website to navigate. I mean, it's just gonna get better from here. So I really would say that Propy is gonna be my number one, because my number one altcoin, or my number one small cap altcoin. And the reason I'm doing this video is because I have just been looking into Propy and just believe in it so much. I don't think it's going anywhere. I don't think it's going to crash where it's at. I mean, a lot of these smaller altcoins have crashed so much further than Propy has. Propy has been maintaining this, because I'm looking at all the other cryptos that I was reviewing and stuff like that. Cumrocket, Doge Dash, Mobox. I'm looking at all that stuff, trying to score that stuff on the low, But I'm waiting for Propy to go lower. I'm trying to get it, 40, 30 cents, but I don't think it's going to go there. I do think that this crypto crash is not over. I think that there is going to be more. I think once the stock market crashes, once we hit the recession, once shit hits the fan, I think crypto is going to see a lot more of a dip. Therefore, Propy might go to about what I just said. But over the next 2 years, keep your eye on Propy. Look at this and see if it's something that you find worth your investment, and figure out dollar cost average in, but also figure out what's a really good price point for you to enter in at. I swear, guys, you see this stuff at 30 to 50 cents, like, whoo-wee. I mean, that is gonna be some stuff. That is going to be a discount, a bargain, in my personal opinion. Again, I am not a financial advisor. Just look at me. You can clearly tell. If you look at me and be like, hey, that guy's my financial advisor, that is your fault, my friend. I'm just doing this stuff because I'm excited. I cover the topics that I like. I cover the projects that I see that have the most potential to set me and my fellow interdimensional beings free, I think Propy's one of them. So, peace.